Go ahead. We're gonna talk about how to measure from tip of your rod to the back of the reel. These measurements are for spinning combo, for our C-Pro spinning combo series only. So the measurements in our spinning combo series come to the back of the reel. And why that is important is simply because it is secured with the Velcro on the back of the reel. So the importance of how to measure is expressed in this example. You get a perfect tightness. It's a bit windy here. This is a medium light rod. But you have just enough tension when it doesn't bend your rod tip, or the rod sock is not made too large where it's soggy and kind of looks like this. So if inaccurate dimensions are provided, or if the rod is not measured correctly, your sock may look like this because it's, because it's too big. Or if you give us the wrong dimensions or don't measure it correctly, your sock might be too small, and that in return may bend the tip of your rod, and it's going to look like this. So you don't want any of that. That's why the measurements from tip of the rod to the back of the reel are very important, and we'll show you how to measure. Take this rod aside. So the way to do that is you're going to use simply a tape measure, and we'll show you that in a few seconds. And you're going to start from tip of the rod, which is right here, tip of the rod, and you're going to stretch your tape measure all the way down to the back of the reel, which is the very furthest point of the reel at the end, right up to here. So tape measure, it's gonna work like this. So you're gonna put tape measure on tip of your rod like that, and then you're gonna just go down and provide this dimension right here, which is 75 inches. And every time you do a measurement like that, you get a perfect tension on your rod sock. Another dimension that we need for the spinning reels is dimension from the top of your rod, which is from here, from the top to the bottom, to the very furthest point across to the bottom of the reel, which is right in here. And we'll show you that in a second, why that is important. So if you take your tape measure, so you're basically going to measure this dimension. So in this case, that's 5 1/4 inches. So why that is important is if you have 2500 series spinning reel, and then another reel, maybe a 3500 or 4000 series, depends on what species you fish for, we need to have that dimension, so that way we can make this reel cover so it perfectly fits your reel. So like these dimensions from here to the bottom of the reel, and that way we can make a diameter that's gonna perfectly cover your reel. Very important. So most of the custom or all custom stuff require at some point from you, customer, to provide some sort of a measurement. Being a suit you want to have custom made for tailoring, or your kitchen cabinets, you at some point are going to have to measure something. So if you want your rod socks to fit perfectly, very important you provide those two dimensions. So tip of the rod to the back of the reel, and top of the rod to the bottom of the reel for the spinning combo only.